Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving into the world of rare U.S. quarters, the top 6 most valuable and expensive United States of America Washington quarter-dollar old coins that could turn your spare change into a fortune. These coins aren't just worth a few dollars. Some of them can fetch thousands, even millions, in today's market. So, grab your old coin jars, check your collections, and stick around, because one of these quarters might just change your life forever. Let's get started. First up, in the 1993, D Washington quarter dollar is turning heads in the numismatic world for all the right reasons. And if you happen to find one, even in dirty and damaged condition, it could completely change your life. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just a piece of metal. This is potentially a life-changing artifact hiding in plain sight. In today's video, we are diving deep into why this coin has skyrocketed in value and how it might just make you a millionaire overnight. So grab your old piggy banks, check that forgotten coin jar, and let's uncover the unbelievable story behind this rare treasure. At first glance, the 1993 D quarter might look ordinary, but it holds a secret that only collectors know. Produced at the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, this coin isn't rare just because of its age. It's rare because of the errors, unique variations, and the intense demand from collectors who are ready to pay top dollar for even the most unexpected finds. Even coins that are scratched, tarnished, or heavily circulated can fetch mind-blowing sums at auctions if they carry specific characteristics. And here's the kicker. These coins can be worth thousands, sometimes millions, even in dirty and damaged condition, because rarity isn't about perfection, it's about uniqueness. So what makes this 1993 D Washington quarter such a jaw-dropping treasure? It all comes down to rarity and historical significance. While billions of quarters were minted for circulation, only a handful of these coins exhibit unusual traits such as off-center strikes, double dies, planchet errors, and even minting anomalies that slipped past quality control. Combine this with the collector craze for 1990s-era coins, and you have a recipe for astronomical values. There are reports of rare varieties from this year being auctioned for tens of thousands of dollars, and when unique errors are involved, the price can skyrocket into 6 or even 7 figures. Now, imagine this: your old, grimy, and heavily worn 1993 D quarter, the one you almost gave away, could be sitting on a fortune. It's not the shine that makes these coins valuable. It's the story they carry, the minting quirks, and the historical intrigue. Some collectors will pay any amount to own a piece of numismatic history, even if the coin is bent, stained, or deeply scratched. If you think damage kills value, think again, because in the world of rare coins, rarity beats condition every single time. That's why people like you and me are now checking every coin before spending it. What's truly exciting about this coin is the mystery behind it. For decades, people overlooked modern quarters, assuming they were common pocket change with no significant value. But in recent years, the discovery of error coins and rare varieties from the 1990s has caused a surge in interest and prices. A 1993 D Washington quarter with an exceptional error, like a double die obverse or an off-metal strike, could easily reach $50,000 or more in today's hot market. And some collectors believe there are still undiscovered examples out there that could fetch over $1 million in the right auction. Let's not forget the emotional thrill of the hunt. There is nothing quite like the adrenaline rush of finding a fortune in your pocket change. Imagine the disbelief when a coin you considered worthless turns out to be a golden ticket to financial freedom. This isn't just about collecting. It's about unlocking a secret wealth opportunity that most people walk past every single day. That's why experts urge everyone to examine their coins closely, because fortune doesn't knock twice, and your next grocery store quarter could be your ticket to a luxury lifestyle. You might be wondering, why is the 1993 D so special compared to other Washington quarters? Great question. While most coins from the 90s are relatively common, this year and mint mark combination has reported anomalies that make certain examples ultra-rare. Add in the speculation factor, because the numismatic market thrives on stories and demand, and suddenly this coin becomes a hot commodity. Collectors love a good mystery, and with so few authenticated high-value examples in circulation, the competition is fierce, driving prices through the roof. The rise of social media and online marketplaces has fueled this craze even further. Today, collectors and investors are scouring every avenue: eBay, auction houses, coin forums, trying to get their hands on these elusive treasures. And when demand outpaces supply, the value soars. A coin that was once worth 25 cents is now commanding figures that rival luxury cars, designer homes, and in some cases, entire estates. It's no exaggeration to say that a single discovery could change the trajectory of your financial future forever. So, here's the bottom line. Don't underestimate the power of a single coin. If you have a stash of old quarters, especially from the early 90s, it's time to check every single one for that magical D, mint mark, and any sign of errors. It doesn't matter if the coin is stained, scratched, or corroded. The right combination of rarity and demand can override condition. This is your chance to turn a forgotten piece of metal into a windfall of unimaginable wealth. What makes this journey even more thrilling is the fact that these quarters could be hiding anywhere: your car's cup holder, an old piggy bank, or even that jar of change in the kitchen. Every coin you pick up has the potential to be a hidden gem worth a staggering amount. Collectors worldwide are hunting for these elusive treasures, and the market is hotter than ever. With each passing year, these coins are becoming rarer, and their value keeps climbing to jaw-dropping levels. In conclusion, the 1993 D Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of hidden fortune, a secret gateway to riches that could be sitting in your pocket right now. If you've ever dreamed of becoming a millionaire overnight, this is your wake-up call. Start searching, start checking, and who knows, you might be holding the next coin that sets a record at auction. Stay tuned, because in upcoming videos, we'll explore even more life-changing coins and teach you how to spot them before anyone else. Until then, keep hunting, because fortune favors the bold, and your jackpot might be closer than you think. Next up in the 1979 D Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark. This isn't just a regular quarter you spend on gum. This piece of metal has the power to change your life forever. People are waking up to the shocking truth that coins they've ignored for decades could now be worth a fortune. If you think that coin in your pocket is worthless, think again, because this one might just be your golden ticket. The 1979 D Washington quarter is a coin shrouded in mystery and value. Minted in Denver, this coin was part of a series that collectors never imagined would skyrocket in worth. Most people think a dirty or damaged coin has no value, but with rare error coins and unusual mint conditions, that assumption is dead wrong. Even in the roughest shape, certain varieties of this quarter can fetch jaw-dropping prices. Why? Because rarity and demand drive the coin market. The more unique and scarce a coin is, the higher its value, and the 1979 D is a prime example. Some of these coins have been reported to sell for thousands, and certain rare error versions can reach sums that seem almost unbelievable. Now, here's the shocking part. Many of these coins are still out there, hiding in old piggy banks, coin jars, and even the change rattling in your car cup holder. Imagine finding a coin that looks ordinary but has a hidden minting error or special strike that collectors are dying to get their hands on. A small detail like a misaligned die, a double die obverse, or a rare planchet error can make your 1979 D Washington quarter worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yes, these coins exist, and they've already made some lucky individuals extremely wealthy. This isn't a fantasy, it's happening in today's market. But why are collectors willing to pay so much for this particular coin? It all boils down to history, scarcity, and the thrill of the hunt. The Washington Quarter series holds a special place in U.S. coinage history, and certain dates and mint marks create an irresistible allure for numismatists. The Denver Mint produced millions of quarters in 1979, but only a handful with the rare errors and variations that make them worth serious money. That combination of rarity and demand is what pushes the price into astronomical figures. A dirty, scratched, or even slightly damaged coin can still hold incredible value if it has the right minting anomalies. Picture this. You're going through your old collection, not expecting much, when suddenly you notice something unusual on your 1979 D quarter. Maybe the lettering looks doubled, or the mint mark seems off. That tiny detail could turn a 25-cent coin into a life-changing jackpot. Some documented sales for Error 1979 D quarters have shocked collectors worldwide. Auctions have seen these coins climb into the thousands, and with the right error, you could be looking at six figures or more. That's why experts constantly remind collectors and casual hobbyists alike, never underestimate a coin, no matter how beat up it looks. What makes this even more exciting is the fact that the coin market is hotter than ever. People are investing in rare coins like never before, and prices continue to surge as demand skyrockets. The numismatic world thrives on discoveries, and the thrill of uncovering a hidden treasure keeps buyers coming back for more. Owning a rare 1979 D Washington quarter isn't just about money. It's about holding a piece of history, a coin that survived decades and now stands as a symbol of fortune for the lucky few who find them. So, what exactly should you look for in your 1979 D Washington quarter? While we won't dive into every single error in this video, know this: doubled dies, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet errors are your jackpot indicators. Even the tiniest deviation from the standard design can mean big money. Collectors crave uniqueness, and the rarer the feature, the more they're willing to pay. A heavily circulated coin, even one that looks like it's been through the ringer, can still pull in unimaginable sums if it carries one of these rare characteristics. Dirt and scratches? They don't scare off serious collectors when the coin is truly one of a kind. Now, here's where the story gets even more unbelievable. Some of these rare quarters have changed lives overnight. Imagine a single coin turning into hundreds of thousands of dollars, just because of an error most people would never notice. There are documented cases where coins found in change or tucked away in a jar sold for sums that could buy luxury cars or even a house. That's why we're saying, before you spend that old quarter on a vending machine snack, take a closer look. It might just be the most expensive mistake you ever make. If you think these coins are impossible to find, think again. They're out there, in collections, in forgotten piggy banks, in pockets, waiting for someone sharp-eyed enough to spot the difference. The demand for rare Washington quarters isn't going away anytime soon, and as more people learn about these treasures, the market only grows hotter. So, while others are tossing these coins aside, you could be the one to cash in big. Remember, the 1979 D Washington quarter isn't just currency. It's a potential millionaire maker hiding in plain sight. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you walked? Now, let's talk about the mindset of coin collectors and why they are willing to pay such insane prices for a single coin. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something that very few people in the world possess. Each rare 1979 D Washington quarter tells a story. It represents a specific time in American history, crafted with a unique error or feature that makes it stand apart from the millions of ordinary coins minted that year. When a collector finds such a piece, they don't see a coin. They see a masterpiece, a trophy, and a status symbol. That's why they'll pay thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars to own it. The real question is, will you be the one to discover the next legendary coin? With every day that passes, the number of these rare quarters in circulation dwindles. People are starting to search, collectors are hunting, and investors are moving fast to scoop up anything rare. This means the value of these coins could rise even higher as time goes on. So, if you're holding on to a 1979 D Washington quarter, you might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Don't make the mistake of letting it slip through your fingers for face value. Check your coins carefully, because your ticket to unimaginable wealth could be hiding in plain sight, and once it's gone forever. So don't wait. After watching this video, go through your old coins, check your jars, your drawers, even that dusty box in the attic. Every 1979 D quarter you come across could hold a secret. And who knows? You might be holding one of the most valuable coins in the United States. These rare quarters have the power to turn dreams into reality, and your ticket to unimaginable wealth could be sitting right in front of you. This isn't just about coins, it's about opportunity, luck, and fortune waiting for those who dare to look closely. So, take action now. You might just discover the coin that changes your life forever. Next up, in the year 1995 might seem like just another year in U.S. coinage history, but hidden among the millions of quarters minted that year is a true gem, one that could completely change your life. We're talking about the 1995 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, and even in the most dirty and damaged condition, this coin can hold unimaginable value. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because what you're about to discover could turn that handful of old coins sitting in your drawer into a life-changing treasure. First, let's talk about why this coin is so special. At first glance, the 1995 P quarter doesn't look like anything extraordinary. It carries the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. But the truth lies in its rarity and unique errors. Some of these coins were struck with die variations, doubling, or minting flaws that make collectors go absolutely crazy. And when collectors go crazy, prices skyrocket. Imagine owning something most people overlook, a simple quarter that could fetch thousands or even millions in today's active coin market. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 1995 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and while millions were produced, a very tiny fraction had minting errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. These errors transform a common coin into a numismatic jackpot. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for these rare finds. Some dirty, scratched, and even bent examples have sold for astonishing amounts simply because of these hidden mistakes. That's why you should never underestimate a coin just because it looks old and worn out. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay such huge amounts for a coin in damaged condition? Here's the answer. It's not about how clean or shiny it is. It's about the rarity and the story behind the coin. These error coins are like treasures of history, frozen in time, and they attract both hardcore collectors and investors. When two passionate collectors go head-to-head in an auction for a coin that only exists in a handful of pieces, the price can go beyond imagination. And yes, that includes coins pulled out from circulation, still carrying dirt and battle scars from decades of use. Let's dig deeper into value. In today's market, a rare 1995 P Washington quarter with dramatic minting errors can command anywhere from hundreds of dollars to tens of thousands, depending on the severity of the error and demand. And for those extremely rare double die or off-metal strikes, we're talking about life-changing sums, even crossing into 6 or 7 figures in exceptional cases. If you think that's impossible, remember that collectors have spent millions on coins with unique traits. So the next time you find a 1995 P quarter, don't dismiss it. Inspect it carefully because you might be holding a fortune in your fingers. So how can you identify if your coin is worth big money? First, check for the P mint mark just below the wreath on the obverse side of the coin. Then look for unusual details like doubling in the lettering, numbers that look fuzzy or thicker than normal, and off-center designs. Another big one is the missing clad layer, which exposes the copper core beneath the surface, making the coin look dramatically different from a standard quarter. Any of these features can push your coin into the elite category of ultra-rare and highly desirable quarters. Now, let's talk about the hype. Why is there such a craze around coins like these? It's because coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a multi-billion-dollar global market. Wealthy collectors, investors, and even museums are constantly hunting for these rare gems to complete their collections. And guess what? Most of these treasures are sitting in ordinary places, old piggy banks, forgotten jars, or even in the change you receive at a store. Yes, your next coffee purchase could hand you a quarter worth of fortune. That's the kind of excitement and mystery that keeps collectors searching day and night, that these coins are often hiding in plain sight. You don't need a metal detector, you don't need to dig underground, and you don't need to break the bank to start searching. All you need to do is check your spare change and those old coin jars lying around your home. Who knows? That dusty jar in the corner could hold a ticket to financial freedom. Remember, even coins in rough, dirty, or damaged condition can sell for astronomical amounts because the value lies in the minting error, not the shine. You're cleaning out your attic, and you stumble upon a forgotten box of coins. Among them is a 1995 P Washington quarter that looks ordinary but has a doubling error on the obverse. You send it for grading, and when it comes back certified, collectors start bidding like crazy. Within weeks, that single coin could bring you thousands or even millions of dollars. That quarter could be your ticket to a luxury lifestyle, an investment in your future, or even the down payment on your dream home. The excitement of coin hunting is that it transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Every time you check a 1995 P quarter, you're not just holding currency. You're holding a piece of U.S. history with the power to change lives. And the best part? These coins are out there, still circulating, still hiding in plain sight. waiting for someone like you to uncover their true worth. And here's the final truth. Knowledge is power in the world of numismatics. The more you learn about these coins, the better your chances of spotting one that others overlook. That's why videos like this are so important. They give you the insider secrets to identify life-changing finds. So don't let ignorance cost you a fortune. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep searching, because the next rare coin to make headlines could very well come from your collection. And when that happens, remember, you heard it here first. Stories like this have happened before, and they continue to happen today. It's not a dream. It's the reality of the numismatic world, and it could be your reality too. That the thrill of the hunt isn't just about the money. It's about being part of a legacy. Every rare coin tells a story, a piece of American history that has survived decades of circulation, economic shifts, and countless hands. When you hold a rare 1995 P. Washington quarter, you're not just holding 25 cents. You're holding a relic that connects past generations to the present. That connection, combined with its rarity, creates a powerful allure that collectors simply can't resist. And when demand meets scarcity, that's when the value skyrockets, sometimes beyond anyone's wildest expectations. So what are you waiting for? Go grab your collection, check your old piggy banks, and even that pile of coins gathering dust in your home. Take a closer look at every 1995 quarter with the P mint mark, because one of them might just be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. This isn't just a piece of metal. It's a piece of history and a key to unlocking fortunes beyond your wildest dreams. Stick around, stay tuned, and let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of rare coins, because your next big discovery could be sitting right in your pocket right now. Next up in the 1978 United States Washington $quarter coin. Now, before you dismiss it as just another old coin, let me tell you something shocking. This coin, even in the most dirty and damaged condition, could be worth an absolute fortune in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just a piece of metal. This is a ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you've got one of these lying around, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. So, what makes this coin so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in its history, rarity, and a few secret errors that only seasoned collectors know about. The 1978 Washington quarter wasn't a bicentennial coin, but certain rare varieties and minting mistakes have skyrocketed its value beyond belief. These mistakes include double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors that make these coins unique and highly sought after. Collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money for these errors because they're like rare gems in the coin world. Imagine pulling out an old, dirty coin from a jar and realizing it's worth more than a luxury car. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Here's the crazy part. Condition isn't everything when it comes to these rare finds. Sure, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch thousands, but even damaged, worn, and dirty coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they have the right error or variety. This is why you should never throw away an old coin just because it looks ugly or corroded. That worn-out 1978 quarter you found under your couch cushions could literally change your life overnight. Now, let's talk about the big money. Some of these rare 1978 Washington quarters have sold for staggering amounts at auctions, up to $10,000 or more for certain mint errors. We're talking about coins that most people would toss aside as pocket change, commanding prices that could pay off your debts or even buy you a brand new car. And if you happen to stumble upon a truly rare variety in your old coin collection, you might just have a life-changing moment. Imagine listing that coin on an auction site and watching the bids climb higher and higher. That's the kind of excitement we're talking about here. But wait, it gets even more thrilling. There are stories of people finding these rare coins in the most unexpected places, grandparents' old coin jars, dusty piggy banks, even at garage sales for just a few cents. These lucky finds have turned ordinary folks into overnight millionaires, all because they knew what to look for. And that's exactly why you should stick around until the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you exactly what makes these coins so valuable and how you can identify one in your own collection. The secret lies in the details, mint marks, errors, and die variations. The 1978 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S for proof coins. While most of these are common, certain error coins like off-center strikes, double die obverse, or coins struck on the wrong planchet are where the real money is. These coins are so rare that collectors will pay any price to own them. We're talking about errors where letters are doubled, designs look blurry, or the coin itself is misaligned. These are like fingerprints. No two error coins are exactly the same. Now, you might be wondering, what about the dirty or damaged ones? Here's the truth. While condition does play a role in value, rarity trumps everything. If your coin has a major error, even if it's scratched or worn, it's still worth big bucks. Why? Because errors can't be faked easily. They're genuine mint mistakes, and that makes them priceless to serious collectors. So before you toss that old 1978 quarter in a vending machine, take a closer look. You might be holding a fortune in your hand. And let's not forget about silver value. While most 1978 quarters are clad and not silver, there are rare cases of planchet errors where a quarter was accidentally struck on a silver planchet intended for a different coin. These mistakes are beyond rare and can be worth thousands of dollars. That's right. What looks like an ordinary quarter might secretly be a silver jackpot. The key is knowing what to look for, and that's what makes this hobby both exciting and potentially life-changing. The 1978 Washington quarter is no different. It was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was shifting, inflation was on the rise, and coins were circulating everywhere. Millions were produced, but only a few hold the secrets that can make them worth a fortune today. That's why experts say coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's an adventure, a treasure hunt, and a chance to discover something incredible. The thrill of finding that rare error quarter in a box of loose change is like winning the lottery, and the best part? You don't have to spend a dime to start searching. Now, here's where things get even more fascinating. The value of these coins isn't static, it grows over time. With more collectors entering the market and rare coins becoming harder to find, the prices continue to climb. What might sell for $5,000 today could easily double or triple in value in the next few years. That's why many investors are turning to rare coins as an alternative investment, betting on their increasing rarity and demand. So, holding on to that special 1978 quarter could be one of the smartest financial moves you ever make. Finally, imagine the emotional rush when you realize that an old coin you've overlooked for decades is worth more than you ever dreamed. These stories aren't just myths, they happen every day. From garage sale finds to coins passed down from grandparents, fortunes are discovered in the most ordinary places. And who knows, your next big discovery could be hiding in your own pocket. So start searching, start learning, and most importantly, don't underestimate the power of a small, worn-out piece of metal. It could be the key to changing your life forever. Collectors across the globe are in constant search for these rare treasures. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and private auctions are buzzing with activity, and the demand just keeps growing. That means the value of these coins is only going up. So if you've been holding on to old coins, now is the time to check them. Go through those jars, dig into that drawer, and take a second look at those coins you've been ignoring. You might be surprised by what you find and the price it can fetch. So, there you have it, the 1978 Washington quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin that could turn out to be worth an extraordinary amount of money. Whether it's in mint condition or covered in dirt and scratches, the potential for hidden value is real. Don't make the mistake of spending it without checking. This little piece of history could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. If you've ever doubted the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure, this coin proves it. So go on, take a look at your collection, your old piggy banks, or even that jar of change sitting in the corner. You never know, your fortune could be just one quarter away. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is thinking that valuable coins are always shiny and perfect. Let me tell you something, some of the most expensive coins ever sold were far from perfect. In fact, imperfections and errors are exactly what make them special. That's what separates a common coin from a rare collectible. So, the next time you see a 1978 quarter with scratches, odd shapes, or unusual details, don't throw it away. Instead, grab a magnifying glass and inspect it carefully. You might be staring at a minting error worth thousands of dollars. Collectors are obsessed with these anomalies because they represent accidents that slipped through the cracks of the U.S. Mint, a place known for precision. When a double die or off-center strike makes it into circulation, it's like a little piece of history breaking the rules. And because these errors are rare, they're like treasures to serious collectors. Owning one isn't just about money. It's about having something that no one else has. That exclusivity is why people bid thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, at auctions for these coins. Another fascinating aspect is how many of these treasures are still out there, hiding in plain sight. Think about how many millions of 1978 quarters were produced, and how many are sitting in jars, drawers, and old wallets across America. That's why I say, don't underestimate the coins you already have. Check every single one, because the rarest coins are often found where you least expect them. People have literally pulled valuable coins out of their car's cup holders or from change received at a gas station. Your lucky find could happen at any moment. And here's something else you should know. The coin market is booming right now. Social media, online marketplaces, and global auction houses have made coin collecting more popular than ever before. This surge in demand means prices are skyrocketing, and rare coins like the 1978 Washington quarter are hotter than ever. Whether you're a collector or just someone hoping for a lucky break, this is the perfect time to start searching. The opportunity is real, and fortunes are being made every day by people who simply took a closer look at their change. Next up in the 1982 Washington quarter, even in the most dirty and damaged condition, could be hiding a secret worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just another ordinary piece of metal. This coin has the power to change your financial future overnight. In today's video, we're going to uncover the shocking truth behind this rare and valuable quarter that could turn your pocket change into unimaginable wealth. So, buckle up, because this isn't just about coins. It's about a life-changing discovery waiting in your own home. The 1982 Washington quarter is no ordinary coin. While millions of these were minted, only a few have the characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. What makes these coins special? Errors, minting mistakes, and rare variations. Some of these quarters were struck with missing mint marks, off-center strikes, double dies, or even transitional metal compositions. When collectors discover these kinds of coins, the bidding wars at auctions can go sky-high, reaching tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine finding one in your old piggy bank or coin jar. It's like winning the lottery without buying a ticket. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is a damaged or dirty coin worth anything at all? Here's the secret. Collectors don't care about the dirt, the scratches, or even the discoloration if the coin is rare and has unique errors. In fact, some of the most expensive coins ever sold were discovered in terrible condition because their rarity outweighed their appearance. So don't be quick to toss aside that beat-up 1982 quarter. It might look worthless, but under the right circumstances, it could fetch a price that would blow your mind. Let's talk about why this specific year, 1982, is so special. That year, the United States Mint made a significant change in its production process. They stopped producing proof sets and also transitioned in how mint marks were applied. This led to a series of errors and variations that collectors go crazy for today. Combine that with the Denver mint mark, represented by the letter D, and you have a recipe for a coin that stands out in the world of numismatics. These mistakes were never meant to happen, but because they did, the value of these coins skyrocketed over the years. But wait, it gets even better. Did you know that some 1982 quarters were struck on planchets intended for other coins, like pennies or nickels? That's called a wrong planchet error, and these are the golden tickets of coin collecting. Imagine a quarter that weighs less than it should because it was struck on a copper penny planchet. That coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Add in other rare errors like double dies or misaligned dies, and the value climbs even higher. These coins are so desirable that collectors from around the world are constantly searching for them. What's truly mind-blowing is that these coins are out there, circulating among everyday change. They're hiding in drawers, coin jars, old piggy banks, and even under couch cushions. People have found these rare coins in the most unexpected places, and their lives were changed instantly. Picture this. One day, you're counting coins for laundry, and the next day you're holding a piece of history worth thousands or even millions. That's not a fantasy. That's the reality of rare coin collecting. The only question is, will you be the one to find it? So, what kind of value are we talking about? Depending on the error and condition, a rare 1982 Washington quarter can start at a few $100s and go all the way up to tens of thousands. And here's the kicker. If you happen to have one of those ultra-rare errors, like a double die or wrong planchet, you're not just talking thousands. You're looking at six figures. Yes, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single coin. Just think about that for a second. One small coin that most people overlook can pay off your debts, buy a luxury car, or even put a down payment on your dream house. Before you rush to the nearest coin dealer, remember this. Knowledge is power. Not every 1982 D quarter is valuable, so you need to know what to look for. Check for minting errors like missing mint marks, double dies, off-center strikes, and unusual weights. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and the details of George Washington's portrait. If something seems off, that's your cue to get it professionally appraised. And don't clean the coin. Cleaning can actually decrease its value dramatically. Collectors want originality. Even if it's dirty or tarnished, let's take a moment to understand why people are willing to pay astronomical prices for these coins. It's not just about owning a piece of metal. It's about owning a piece of history. The 1982 D Washington quarter marks a unique period in U.S. minting history, and collectors value that historical significance. Each rare error or variation represents a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly that can never be replicated. Think of it as owning an original painting versus a copy. The rarity makes all the difference. When you combine that rarity with collector demand, you create a market where the value keeps climbing year after year. This is why now, more than ever, these coins are considered a hidden gold mine. What makes this even more exciting is that the treasure hunt is far from over. Unlike other collectibles that are locked away in vaults or museums, these rare 1982 D quarters are still out there, hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to find them. They could be in circulation, at the bottom of a jar of loose change, or tucked away in an old coin purse from your grandparents' time. People throw these coins away without knowing their worth every single day. That's why knowledge is your greatest advantage. The more you learn about what makes these coins valuable, the better your chances of striking gold in your own home. Before you rush off, remember this one golden rule. Patience and attention to detail pay off big in the world of rare coins. Take your time, inspect every coin carefully, and if you think you've found something special, get it authenticated by a trusted coin grading service. The small investment in authentication could turn a simple quarter into a life-changing payday. And here's the truth. Many people ignore coins because they think they're worthless, but the smartest collectors know that fortune favors those who look where others don't. So, don't let that opportunity slip away. Start your search today and be ready. You might be sitting on the next coin that sells for a staggering sum at auction. So, here's your mission. Go through your old collections, check those coin jars, and dig into the forgotten corners of your home. That old, dirty, beat-up 1982 D Washington quarter could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Don't underestimate the power of pocket change, because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold and the observant. If you've ever dreamed of hitting it big without buying a lottery ticket, this is your chance. Your billionaire moment could be sitting in an old coffee can right now. Start looking today, because these coins are real, their value is real, and your financial transformation might just begin with one small piece of metal.